Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
And I'm Mike.
And today, Sunday Funday. So what are we doing today for Sunday Funday? I kind of was excited to do this because we got the 3 new recipes of the single barrel of the 4 roses. So, and Steve, super fan of the channel, Steve was super generous to let us use his old single barrel that he had at his house.
Thank you, Steve.
So we figured we'd go at them and see which ones actually come ahead. So they all are 100 proof. We'll see what I get. I'll check the prices. I usually say them anyway. So this one is recipe OESO. We got it for $49.99.
Just so you know, I almost screwed up because I'm reading the front of the bottle.
You just wrote 4 roses? Oh, you started doing that?
UN, and I'm like, why? This is not what I'm supposed to. And then I see it big as can be. So I was like, hey, dumbass.
Oh, so you did it right, though. Okay,
got you
here we
covered,
go.
Tom.
Before we go through all that. So the second bottle is OESK. We got it for $44.99. When I'm yelling at him later because he messed it up, then you guys can put, laugh out loud right now. So this is the regular 100 proof. This was the other recipe, and off the top of my head, I forget what it is, and he didn't write the price on there, so I don't even know what that one is. And the final one is OBSF. And again, they're all 100 proof. We got it for $44.99. So I'll be curious to see, normal mash mix-up rules. Mike pours them, I'm out of the room. I shuffle them, he's out of the room. You're going to see what we're drinking because I run the B-roll. We're not going to have a clue. I don't think I can predict which one. I'm just going to have to figure out which one we like best.
I think we're going to have a hard time on that, honestly, which one we like best. And there's no way I can tell you which.
I'm not even going to be able to guess.
Wherever this landed, this is going to be, I like this one, and this one.
No, 100%. It's just going to be
1 to 4.
That's what I'm hoping, that they have enough distinct characteristics that we can actually pick out which one we like better.
Those one isn't jumping.
I didn't think any of them were gonna. Again,
I know, but I was hoping. I was even shaking while you were yapping, so I was like trying to get a head start on you. It didn't even help.
Because I drank first today for a change.
Yeah, I'm yapping.
I think on one of them, I forget which one it is. I think it was the OESK, because we have the actual single barrel. That extra 10 proof and the fact that there's no water involved, I mean, it just makes for a better drink. These are going to be tough because, again,
this is kind of sweet.
For the $44, it is solid. You know what I mean? It is. They're good for what they are. But at that price, you're almost into like rare breed. That's going to be 114. So
yesterday, I remember, I thought it drank a little hotter, and that was only 100 proof. This one seems sweeter. Oh, that was a rye. That was a rye
you're talking when we the sample that was sent in.
Yeah,
it did the first sip like it hit us.
Yeah, this one's like very sugary and easy.
And
nothing really else with it per se.
It's a good start though. It has a nice caramel. There is a hint of a. The first one always gets a bad rap, anyways. That's a hard thing. It's a good. It's a good
switch
start.
that around. It did pick up.
Oh no, it had a little something to it. But I guessed 100 on the last one on yesterday's, anyways. To me, that first sip felt like there was something, but then it mellowed right out.
I started over 100. I ended up with a 96. It did tone itself down, but there was never that sweetness in it.
Right. That very first sip, I was like, geez, I'm thinking like 114.
I was almost there. That was 108 to 114 to start.
This one has a better nose, whatever glass 2 is. This one than what 1 was.
I don't know.
I never go back. It's totally different in nose. It seems stronger. I shouldn't say better, but it seems coming out better.
It's not too much to me anyway.
I'm laughing with you, not at you. I think this has a little more sparkle to it. This one drinks a little peppery.
And it might even have. This one's more. The first one was like a sweet start. This has more of like an oak start. I don't
get your oak on there, but it definitely has more.
It has.
I'm wondering if it has way more rye in it, because it definitely pop rocked my tongue where the other one drank soft as silk. You know what I mean? And being totally different in nose. I think I was getting a fruit on the first one, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't say it.
I like the flavors, I think, a little more in 2 right now than 1. Because I'm getting not as much sweetness to start, but there's a little more oak towards the end. I
think it drinks with a little more elbows too.
I was going to say, and it finishes with a little more of a sparkle going down. So I'm leaning towards that one right now.
If I was to guess, I would think that was a higher proof. You know what I mean? Because it is drinking. I know it's not, but I'm just saying, like, to drink them back to back like that, it definitely drinks, like, whatever glass 2 is definitely drinking spikier than glass 1 is.
Yeah, because 1 was sweeter and easy. I said that. It was an easy drinker, so.
Yeah. So I did the same as you. I got it slightly ahead. I actually like the, that's a funny thing. Sometimes you want stuff to drink soft, but when it's at 100 proof, sometimes I like an elbow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
now see, back to, like, I think glass 2's nose came out of the glass way hotter than this one did.
I just tried a different trick that I told you. It kind of semi works, and nothing jumped.
Yeah, choke yourself. Yeah, to breathe in while you're swallowing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't do well.
No.
I know your dad.
I spend half the time choking on my own spit. You want me to breathe in and do handstands while I'm trying to swallow?
In both videos, not even just mine.
No.
Or ours, rather.
That's different, too, though.
This was easier than 2 again.
Yeah, soft as soap. Yeah, two definitely drinks with aggression, whatever that one is. This one seems... 2 seems like it had a bit of viscosity. Like, it stayed in my mouth longer. This one seems like it just went away.
This one's almost a little light nut in this one. That was more oaky. I'm
going to concentrate more on your oak and nut on the way back. But this one definitely, nose-wise, it's barely coming out of the glass.
Yeah, there's really nothing.
And flavor-wise, even though it's like in your mouth and then it's your kind of here today, gone tomorrow thing that you always say. Like it doesn't have any lasting staying power.
You give this one a little swish, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even with that.
Yeah, it drinks like uber refined. You know what I mean? Like it's good. Don't get me wrong; they're all good, but it's not throwing elbows like the glass 2 did.
No, but I don't know if it's less refined. I don't.
Uber means a lot. Like no, it seems more refined. Like it drinks so much easier.
I understand, but I don't know if 2 is less refined than 3.
I don't know.
They're probably all almost the same age. Are they not?
I don't know. You'd have to ask the research guy that.
Oh.
None of it had it on the bottles. I'm
sure the OES and all those letters mean something, or these in the front tell
that's the recipe.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what is one of these probably tells you that.
It tells you what level it's on and stuff like that. Right. Yeah, I have it written down.
I hear you.
I don't know.
I know we did it on one of the bottles.
I have it written down. It's a mathematical equation.
It's kind of like the Penelope. Follow the stars and
This is like if I lived by them and I was trying to collect all the different things, I just was looking for the different recipes. That's it. It didn't matter what shelf they were on and stuff like that.
I'm with you 100%. Nor half the time I can't see them.
No. Again, the nose is not banging.
This is a sweeter nose, though. This is probably close to 1's nose of sweetness.
But it's not screaming out of the glass, though.
No. Little. No. Are you saying like it's a Weller or Old Forester? No.
Mm-mm.
No, absolutely not.
That's a totally different taste. That was a totally different taste.
I don't know if I'm sad with this one.
No, but it tasted totally different than what...
This one might have a little more end flavors than all of them.
Let me try it again. Why are you crying? What's the matter? You left the bag open over there so you see your snacks?
I do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost liking it. I may edge that one before too a little bit for now.
That is way different on a palate. Like that.
Not in a bad way to me, though.
No, I agree. Well,
there's a little more to this one for some reason, and there's a couple little notes in there.
I'm almost getting like I can taste the grain more, and I don't know why, but I'm almost getting that on that one. So we're gonna see what happens. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna cleanse our palate. We'll be back in 1 second. Later. All right, so we are back. We're going to start on the right, work our way left. These have been sitting here a good old time.
I got complications going on in my thoughts here.
Ooh.
Way better.
Ooh. Chocolate?
Oh, heavy caramel.
I get a chocolate in this one right now. I never got chocolate off of Four Roses in my life, but I'm getting a chocolate. Not a dark chocolate though, like a regular milk chocolate. And then the further, like, because I was far away.
You just said that. I could almost go with a milk chocolate.
Yeah, because when I'm farther away, I get chocolate. And I come in and then I get the caramel. So it's almost like a Rolo. I got a Rolo in my glass.
I actually really like Rolos. See, back to I don't.
I haven't had one in a million years. I actually really like this one.
I
think it has a good viscosity. As I didn't disagree with you. It was different than what I remember the other three being. And I was afraid it was going to break. It does not. It actually has a good viscosity. It actually has a good flavor.
I'm going to go back to where I was.
I had it upwards with my leading glass myself. It was ahead of 1 and 3, but it was close to 2 is how I had it.
I did. Well, I actually had a smidge ahead of 2, and I'm going to do that again. But yeah, see, this nose.
Hold on, I got to catch up to you. I took my second sip. I actually really like the viscosity in that one. I don't know.
I did on the way through.
It seems like it's a little bit more oily than what I remember the other ones being, but I'm secretly hoping Steve's bottle wins. I just want you to know that for the record. But that's just
so in my head
for fun.
Just out of shits and grins, I was like, I want to say because that was an original. I think that's I'm not going to guess any of the others. Out of Clear Blue.
You think that's 4?
I do.
I do too, actually. I do too, because it's different than the other 3. That's the only reason why I thought that. But
this nose is way weaker than 4.
Yes, I agree. It's
and none of these bottles really overwhelmed me. And nor did I remember Steve's from Steve's was last year. I think.
No. I just remember I put Steve's up against ours when he first bought it, and it'd be just me and him screwing around. And it absolutely smashed ours. It was more towards the single barrels than it was towards ours. You know what I mean? And we liked ours.
This is very sweet. But not a lot with it.
This is going to be tough, man. Because it does have a good taste, but one lasted longer in your mouth. It doesn't have a great, 4, sorry. It lasted way longer and, the viscosity seemed more.
Sorry for the sign language.
No, I get that. You didn't tell me I was number 1, so I thought we were all set. No, I agree with you. I'm just trying to think in my head.
To me, it's not even close.
No, I think 4 definitely had a better explosion in your mouth and lasted longer, and it just coated. I did the same swishing, and this one just didn't coat as much. It only stayed in the middle of my tongue. It didn't hit the rest of my tongue. You know what I mean? Like the viscosity.
And it's got a sweeterness to this. This one had a little more oak, a little more. I did got a little light nut in that one. And I think I got nut in this one, but we'll see. And I'm going off the 2.
I want to get your nut. I don't get that, but
so even 2's nose is better than 3.
And I think that's how
not
we were
by
on
not
the
by
way here.
Crazy, but it's still better. At least for me.
I mean, I will preface this again by saying I get it, and I do like these. I'm gonna have to get one. I keep talking. I keep saying, at $44 though, it kind of hurts my feelings a little bit when you start thinking it's $25 for and when I get a winner, they're gonna go against other stuff, and then we're gonna see where they really stand. But it's $25 to get Old Forester 100. You know what I mean?
Yes, I know what you mean. I have one. And I think actually 2 tastes better than 3.
I thought that on the way there. It's not as aggressive as it was on the first sip.
There's a little more to it though.
Yeah.
Like 3 to me it was only like whoop.
Yep. No, right. There was no finish in 3.
No.
It's
like
I agree with you.
There was not even an end residue, even swishing it. There was nothing trailblazing next to it. So I don't know.
We're definitely gonna have to knick-knack. But I agree.
I realize that.
And we'll have to see. I still think 4 held on the longest.
I was gonna say I don't think 4. 2 is better than 4.
Nope.
So my lineup.
I'm kind of with you.
Is-
I'm in the same way. I just not as defined.
Yeah, well, you do minimal. I got to do big because
No, I get it.
I'm blind.
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to think in my head because
Wow.
this is going to be pulling hairs.
So even one's nose now is better.
It's unfair. One always gets the bum rap. Oh, it's way better actually.
There's almost like a cotton candy in this one.
Or a chocolate covered cherry. That's what I'm getting.
Wow,
That's
that's way off.
No, yeah, I know. That's why I heard the laugh when you said cotton candy. I can see a cotton candy
again,
in a weird
it's still
way.
that
but
sugary.
I do
it's
get that.
sugary sweetness there. And
I just think I get a hint of a
chocolate's
fruit in this one for some reason. More than the other
like a
ones.
chocolate covered strawberry.
I could do that. I'm getting a hint of that chocolate though. I got that in actually most of them. I got like that chocolate caramel.
That might have picked up the pace a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's way better than it was on the way left to right.
That might be closer to 2 now.
I think it's even better than 2 now.
Okay, I know I just did that, but in my head it was like lacking.
Again,
but
everybody has their critiques on you do your blinds anyway you want to do blinds, but I'm a huge advocate of going one way and then coming back because coming off of something else, and then you have to go back and forth. So one has to go against 3 and stuff like that because that's the only way you can really tell which one you like better.
well, and us walking away, so it carries. It carries. This one carries a little bit better than it did in the beginning. So I'm gonna put this close to 2. And us taking the bullshit time in between, it
does.
definitely helps us out
that
in our little
definitely
game.
has a better viscosity.
I
than
think
it did
3
on the way back.
is the outlier right now as far as hanging it.
I don't
back
think it's
a little.
horrible though.
No, but okay,
It just didn't have the finish.
I have it as as an
No,
extreme.
Look, I'm with you. I'm in the same exact, but we look the same.
I
think I like
4 is my leader, and 1 and 2 I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And then
If I had to say I'm not going to test them, it's 4, 1, 2, 3 is what I'm going with. But I'm gonna knick-knack and I'm gonna see how they battle on there.
Yeah, it's
but
close.
that's where I am. Just like we shut it off right now.
And initially it was 4, 2, 1, 3, but
That's what it was in me originally. But I think 1 just carried hard.
It did. It actually.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna figure out our final lineup. We'll be back in 1 minute. All right, so we are back, and we have no clue what bottle is what bottle.
Nope.
I'm not even going to bother trying to guess. We did come to a consensus on which ones carry the best flavor, so we're going to bring that to you right now. So I'm actually excited to try to find out which one wins.
So,
to be honest with you.
Actually, I only
Go
had
ahead.
one prediction. Was when we did this one, we kind of said it was like whoop, and if this is the last place finish, then it kind of confirms
Because
our
that's
idea.
the only one we had as an actual single barrel, and compared to the single barrel, it just doesn't even compare. It
there
does
you go.
not.
So
So-
we'll see.
Well, that was our only prediction where I was like, I have no idea where this is going to come in, but a single barrel is just way better.
I
So,
agree.
All right, you ready? You
I'm
wrote it
ready.
down right. We got this. So our last place glass is what was in glass number 3. And again, you guys probably seen this already. And it's what you put in glass number 1.
OESO.
So that is OESO. So that is not it, because that was not
Right,
the
it's
one.
not.
It's not. So that one, again, none of them are bad, but it's definitely, this one was the one that had the least amount of finish, for sure. Like, it just didn't last.
It was like a deer jumping over a fence.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoop.
It was a,
It was-
yeah, I don't
it
know. It
was-
was right down. So
It did.
our third place glass was in glass number 1. And 1 and 2 were close, just for the record, just so we know.
Yes.
But what was in glass number 1 is what you put in glass number 3.
Single barrel.
All right, so that was Steve's original single barrel.
Correct.
Then. All right. So the one that we might have liked it best of all. That's the funny part.
It would be funny.
So our third place glass is what was in glass number 2, and it's what you put in glass number 4.
OBSF.
BSF.
Oh, we did win.
OBSF. So the winner
Wow.
and the grand champion was the one we actually crapped on the video most of all, was the OESK actually, and it does though. It has the most flavor.
It did.
The best finish, everything on it. But OESK, let me write it down. But you know, it that's funny because we thought it was dead last.
It is fun.
But you know, again, but
we were mere guessing anyway.
No, but full disclosure, you put this up against the single barrel that we have.
100%.
But again, there's no water involved. There's none of that stuff. These are 4 good bottles.
They are very good.
I'm going to be curious. I wanted to take the champion, which happens to be this one, OESK. And I'm going to now, somebody else asked for another blind. And we're going to put it up against other bottles in this price range. And we're going to see where it actually
Price
lands.
range or proof?
I forget. I think both.
Okay.
I think both. And just try to see on, I'm actually going to bring, I think I'm going to bring some lower and some higher in price. And I want to see where it actually lands in the spectrum of that. But I figured I'd get this blind out of the way because I wanted to see who out of the new ones. So just out of curiosity, the single barrel was in 1, so that came in 3rd. So I wanted to see where Steve's single barrel was very good.
It was very good.
They're all good
tasty.
bottles. That's
just, yeah. We have to nitpick to get where we're
at.
100%.
So
it's just a game we play, and like it or not, or try it yourself because
if you guys have all of these,
take the first 3 and see where you're at. We'll be interested to know. But
leave a comment down below if you have done this or you are going to do this. Then leave it after you do it. Just curiosity factor. But today, the grand champion is the OESK. Again, if you want to see a future Sunday Funday, leave a comment down below. I do write them down, but this is one of the ones. They were all current, so I said
no. They are current.
And Steve was nice enough. Thank you again, Steve, to bring his actual bottle here. I wanted to see where it compared.
In mass, these 3 are
readily available right now.
Fairly available, yes.
Right. So I mean, it is a solid pour for $44.99. My question is, does it measure up to some of the bangers that I think in my head can beat this? That's all. So that's going to be our next, or not our next, but one of the future Sunday Fundays, because I just want to see where it does measure up against some of the ones that I know I absolutely loved. You know what I mean? So, well, there you go. That's Sunday Funday.
Slouch. We'll go there.
No, they're good for what they are.
Agreed.
You know, and they are new. So if you want to try something new, you're not going to buy something. It's not outrageous money. It's a decent proof.
It won't be sad.
And you're not going to be unhappy with
Correct.
it.
Absolutely. I agree.
So that being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Spend less, drink more. Cheers.